This crab right now is about 500 grams, but potentially can get up to 4 kilograms at some point. Let go. This is my house, but really the crabs run the place. I'm Shannon, and I farm crabs here in Singapore. I've been doing this for nearly a decade now in what I call my crab condominiums. On weekends, I run workshops to teach others how to build crab condos as well.
It takes a lot of the particulate matter out of the water column. It's a natural way to filter it.
Chili crab is one of Singapore's most iconic dishes, and it's what got me curious about crabs in the first place. But there's more to the story than just one recipe. I'm heading out to see how crab is prepared across the island today, and how one dish came to carry so many different meanings. This is our biggest male thunder crab so far. Every time he molts, he puts on about 30% extra weight, which means the next time he changes shell, he'll be the biggest thunder crab that's ever recorded properly. Most crabs are reared in ponds, but I've built these stacked drawers so it's one crab per unit. It's crowded, but it's enough for me to farm about 200 crabs. My very weird fascination with crabs is basically my grandmother's fault. My grandmother refused to cook her famous chili crab because she used to do it with flower crabs this big, and now flower crabs are about this big. So it's sad. The reason I'm conducting the workshops is because I don't want crabs to price themselves out of our culture the way that lobsters have. Crabs will go the same way if we don't take steps to make them cheaper. So the best way to make them cheaper is to make them a hobby item and let everyone grow their own crabs to the way they like, to their taste. I've got about 175 crab workshop graduates, and they've got about 5 crabs each in their homes. Although some of them have gone nuts and gone up to 50 crabs. There are so many ways crab is prepared in Singapore, and my favorite has always been chili crab. The version I keep coming back to is from my grand aunt's kitchen, a Peranakan-style chili crab I grew up with. And today I'm delivering a few crabs to a restaurant.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Roy.
Wow,
These two are for you.
beautiful. Oh, these are very active. I like it.
Yeah. My uncle Roy is Daisy's son, and he's been taking over the cooking here for the past few years. How did the family chili crab recipe come about?
It all started when, they wanted to eat crabs at home. Amma would take out the rempah, spice mix, and fry the crab. And ours was always slightly different from the ones that you get outside, right?
Yep.
Peranakan is like a mix of all the different cultures because, all the intermingling, the Chinese mixed with Malay, mixed with Indian.
Yep.
And that's why we get our cuisine. Every time it was like a celebration, it was always there. Every time it was a big family get-together, we always just had that.
While most versions use a base of tomato sauce, chili, garlic, ginger, and soy sauce, this one goes further. It adds tauco or fermented soybean paste and a rich aromatic rempah pounded from fresh and dried spices. These are the foundations of many Malay, Indonesian, and Peranakan dishes. In this case, it's Grand Auntie Daisy's own take on rempah, a recipe she's refined over the years and passed on to my generation.
And I like our version because it's slightly sour, a little bit more savory. We want to preserve the recipes that have been passed down from my grandmother to my mother to myself, and then maybe hopefully to my son and daughter.
Yes. Chili crab is personal for a lot of us. I've eaten it all my life, but I've always been curious about how it became such a big part of Singapore's food story. So we're tucking into a meal with someone who has traced that journey, food writer and blogger Dr. Leslie Tay.
Back in, I think 2009, there was a food feud with Malaysia when the controversy broke, right, about chili crab origin. Then I wrote my blog post and I met with Madam Che from Roland Restaurant.
Yep.
And then she came up with the whole story of how she, in the 50s, her husband will go along East Coast Road, go and catch the crab from there, and she will then steam the crab for him. And one day he wanted something else, so she started frying it with a bit of chili sauce, a bit of tomato sauce, and very soon they'll give it to the neighbors. The neighbors say, hey, very nice. Then they start selling from a pushcart. From the pushcart, they become Palm Beach restaurant. Then the next stage of the evolution, right, is Chef Hui, and he was the one who added eggs to the crab. So he's incorporated some Cantonese cooking techniques into the chili crab. And that's the modern day version of chili crab that we know. Malaysia also got their own chili crab. It's just how you modified it and then how it became famous. That one you cannot contest with us. It became famous here on this little red dot. I think crab has become really part and parcel of the Singapore identity. Not just chili crab, but because of chili crab and because of all the other flavors of crab. Right? If you are a visitor to Singapore, you have to at least try one of the crab dishes.
Chili crab may be the most recognizable, but it's not the only way we cook crab in Singapore. The dish has continued to evolve, showing up in kitchens shaped by many different culinary traditions. One version draws from the bold, spiced flavors of South India. The dish Chef Mano is preparing helped earn him 2 Michelin stars. Crab curry served with rice.
I think crab, something that I grew up eating since I was a kid. Actually, I'm from Penang. My grandparents are from Chettinad region in South India.
Okay.
Crab rasam is something very tasty. That always makes me excited, especially I'm looking forward on Sundays. We always have crab curries. There's one day I still remember, like my mom, she used to make nasi kerabu. So I was eating with a crab curry.
Right.
The flavor of combination of 2 different things, that stays in my memory forever.
Are you still chasing the flavor?
Every day. You know, when I set up my own restaurant, I always want to bring back the flavors. We use a lot of European techniques into it. We make a very different style of biryani where we use a lot of aromatics and herbs. And then we make the crab curry where we keep it for 24 hours. Then we peel off all the meats, set aside. And then when we're doing a layering of a biryani, we cook with the crab stock that we made from the crab curry, and that's how I serve my biryani in the restaurant. I think as a cook, end of the day, it's our part for creating a new dishes, but also keep it that nostalgia flavors.
You're preserving a bit of culinary history every time you introduce it to new people.
It's a key for us to showcase our cuisine, our heritage and our flavors, where it can go and people will find out, oh, it's something new for them. It may bring back some memories.
Yep.
So that is our goal, end of the day in Teva. Yeah.
Chef Mano's dishes stay close to flavors he grew up with, but are served in a way that brings local food into a fine dining setting.
Almost looks too good to eat. Okay. I need to come back with my girlfriend.
But outside of restaurants like his, crab in Singapore is still eaten the messy way. Shells cracking, sauce flying, mantou in hand. It's part of the experience. One of the best-known spots is Newton Food Centre, and here, one modest stall stands out. For a wallet-friendly price, one can get a 750 to 800 gram crab in a generous pool of chili sauce. Run by Desmond, it's also the only hawker stall in Singapore that's been recognized by the Michelin Bib Command.
Okay, this business is run by my parents. Initially, we are selling the drinks and beer. So when they get older, we might well change the trade into a seafood store.
So, why chili crab?
So normally tourists, they come here, one of the signature dishes is chili crab. So slowly, more and more people demand for chili crab. Style of cooking, the chili and other ingredients. For overseas foreigner, mostly they can't take too spicy.
Yeah, because you have to find a middle ground, right?
Correct. We got to crack more of it, so easier for them to peel. We will basically guide them how to eat the crab with the plastic glove on.
So, what makes a really good chili crab?
The crab is the main key of it. You got to use live crab. Ingredient, you got to use a fresh one. Of course, that's the main key of it also, that's why. We are more, in fact, sometimes selling on the volume, and we are the hawkers. We try to make it more affordable to everyone. Black pepper also one of the favorite crab. Salted egg crab also a trend now. Also the Michelin 2016, and I've been receiving the award since then. We find out who's the one who can come to taste our food here and there, who are they. Until now, we still don't know. It's quite a mystery.
What's the most rewarding thing about this?
So a lot of tourists, after 1, 2 years or 3 years later, they come back, they still look for you. They will show me on the handphone, yeah, you see, 2 years ago I was here to have your food, and after this 2 years, I come back, the taste still the same.
So in a way, you're like a
food ambassador for Singapore, right?
No.
It feels like it. If they're coming back after 4 years for the same crab, obviously you leave an impression on them.
Some will say that once I landed, I will come and look for you. I miss your food, this and that.
This place is proof that great food doesn't always come with a reservation. So that's a good crab. I started this journey with a dish I grew up loving, but along the way, I've seen how much more there is to the way we cook, serve, and enjoy it. From heritage kitchens to modern restaurants to late-night hawker stalls, every version tells a different story. And yet, they all still feel deeply Singaporean. It's not just about taste, it's about how we come together to share a meal, crack some shells, and carry our food culture forward.